professional? Or are you just hoping and praying that people, respond? The very first thing you need to do is have a system in place where you're capturing the names and the numbers of everybody on. So Joe just talked and did a recording and said, please call your consultant. If you're doing your own party, you need to start with some kind of a system. If you're using if you're using Zoom, immediately, what's your name? Put your phone number in the chat, and then make sure you have it where this chat is saved. Otherwise, you're a dead fish. You can't even follow up with these people. And that, of course, means that you're now an entertainer. You are not a business owner. Y'all get me? Am I being a little rough? Okay, I'm just going to tell it like it is. When we work full circle, we start to say to ourselves, okay, if I'm making these attempts, I do have to be wise enough to say, what's my response? We're doing our booking dials. That's great. We want to celebrate that. But are we getting results? If not, let's actually look at what are we saying? What do we maybe need to tweak? So as Joe just did a fabulous job, for example, you may have a texting service and you can actually say, text the word this. And then they immediately, now what is this doing? They text the word. Now you're capturing their phone number. See, that's why texting services are so great if you use keywords. Totally different training, but I just want you to know that that allows you to then know who is communicating with you, and you have some way to then follow up or have a set up appointment for their opinion. So make sure after all of this, you have some kind of a unlock your gift. Unlock your gift card, because there is a survey that you must complete. If you want to use a Google form, or if you have a service where you have a form, that could be where they complete the form, they give some feedback, they tell what they're struggling with, and now you are able to play ball. You're able to be a servant. You're able to be a advisor. Hey, I saw you really struggle. Remember how I mentioned the eye patches? That plus a good eye cream may be a good conversation. So now you have an opportunity to play ball. So I really wanted to thank Joe for that, and then actually tell you that if you're setting these up, thinking about it or reviewing, I always do things in advance so I can do a walkthrough, and then I can say, ooh, I'm not going to know how to follow up with them. I better put that in my party. And so you start adding these systems so that you can work full circle. You have a follow-on booking. You can turn that booking into a party. You can close a new recruit, since you have some things that you already maybe touched on with your marketing. Or you can say, stay on for another 5 minutes, and you go into our Skinvigorate brush and you show one of the videos. But I wanted to make sure I share with that. So let's take some questions before we move on. Is that okay, Joe?
Well, while y'all are thinking of your questions, one more thing I want to point out. Let me dumb it down for you. If you don't have like a Google Doc, or you're like, how do I make a Google Doc? Or how do I do this? You know what you can do? You can use what's called a profile card. Because I have a party this week with 10 women, and I have already filled out by talking to them. It's this thing called a voice on the phone. Hey, do you have a quick minute? Just want to ask you a couple of questions. If you could change anything about your skin, what would it be? Do you consider yourself to be normal to dry, or more combination oily? And then if I were to design a look for you, would you want a natural look? Would you want a fancy look for maybe a going out party or a Zoom party? Or would you want just a professional look for your Zoom meetings? They answer those 3 questions, and then I say, okay, now you have my number in your phone. Can you text me your full name, your address, your birthday month and date, because you will always get a birthday gift from me as one of my customers, and then any other information you want on the profile card. Then I will actually have their information right there, like the physical paper that Andrea just picked up and showed you. Okay. So sometimes we talk about funnels, and we talk about texting systems, we talk about programs, and you're like, so profile cards. You can just start with profile cards. You can also, we need to show you guys how to save the chat in a Zoom. So how many of y'all do not have your own Zoom account? You're using mine or someone else's. Okay, so mine automatically saves, the chat saves, but we'll show y'all how to do that. Have them do it in the chat, check the chat, and then you'll have their information right there too, okay? If you're more advanced like Andrea, that is awesome, okay? I like to think I'm advanced, not always advanced. Okay, so let's go into any questions that you have. Any questions? Do y'all know how to fill out a profile card? Yes, good. Do you know how to call someone and talk to them with your voice? Yes. So 3 times since Friday, 3 times since Friday, I have heard the phrase, people don't care what you know until they know how much you care. So when you do call them, you say, I have a couple of quick questions for you, Vicki, but before we go into it, I just want to know, are you and your family safe and healthy right now? Is there anything I can put on my prayer list for you? Now I'm not just calling. Yeah, she's like, yeah, my surgeries. Now I'm not just calling to get her information so I can sell her something. I'm actually building a relationship. And on the back of that profile card, Andrea, hold your card up again. I want y'all to look at how many notes she has on this sucker. Hold it up. All the writing and all the, we write everything down, their kids' names, their dogs' names, like everything. Mm-hmm. And Andrea's great at having all these systems, but you can see she still uses that piece of paper. There it is. So don't feel like if you don't have those advanced computer skills, if you don't have those advanced technological skills, you can do old school. That's why tonight I didn't use a slideshow. I just kept reaching for stuff. And that's another thing too, guys. As you are using up your products and as your customers are using up their products, ask them if they're in good shape, can you have the packaging back? Even if it's just the box. Like someone buys Mary Kay Naturally, say, would you mind terribly? I'll give you a 10% discount if you give me back your boxes in good shape. They hand them to you. They don't care. Then you hold up the boxes until you have enough inventory that you can actually hold up the product. Now, I have a lighting issue here, but actually I have a dark thing that I can hold the product in front of and show, and it shows a little bit better as well. Okay?
Joe, just when you're doing it and everybody else, just angle it.
Yeah.
That helps too. Instead of like full on, just angle it because there won't be a reflection. Hey, Joe, I wanted to touch base on something because we have a lot to cover tonight, but I wanted to tell everybody, Joe just did a remarkable job. She did touch on the skincare sets, but I want you to look at this closing sheet because I want you to see that if you just want to do 10, these equal 10. Now, this would be a set. That's 1, 2. Well, hold on. What did I just do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm not counting the applicator. So this is another way that you can move into a Fab 10, but you have a closing sheet if you wanted to do that as well. And so I just love that Joe gave us even more because you are hearing her in action. And the more you can watch this, watch it again, write it out. I'm such a proponent as a visual learner. You've got to know how you learn. If you're not if you can't close your eyes right now and copy what Joanna just did, then I'm inviting you to put on a little bit of your Mary Kay University cap and go back and write out what she said and then present it yourself. You don't ever have to show us. But I will say that once you are ready to move into your next higher level, having a mentor, somebody who's actually been there and keeps that position. You can ask somebody who's a director, if she was a director 20 years ago, I don't think that's a good advice, a good recommendation. But you know, you find somebody who's winning, still winning, and continues to win, and then you're going to be winning yourself in those goals that stretch you. So well done, Joe. Hats off to you. Well done.
Thanks.
Okay, we're ready to move on?
Yeah, thank you, Sayonara. So
do we have any questions? I didn't see any questions.
Y'all?
Who's taken me up in this challenge to record yourself and to see where your feeling good in your presentation and where you feel like you want to improve a little bit. Awesome. I see Christine's hand.
I want to tell you guys something straight from my heart real quick is it took Andrea and Terry and a few other directors like 2 years to get me to use Voxer because I hated the sound of my own voice. And finally, I think it was Andrea who said, we just don't listen to yourself. Then when it came to the Zoom, I was like, no, I don't want to do videos. I don't want my face up there. You know what I was mostly afraid of? I was mostly afraid that people would go, who does she think she is? Like, she's telling us all this stuff. You know, her makeup doesn't look that good. Her face doesn't look, she's old. I mean, whatever. And so I worried about that whole judgment thing. And you know what that meant? That meant that I cared more about me than anyone else. That was selfish. And so if you're thinking, well, I don't have Andrea's lighting, or I don't do my makeup like Zulema, or, you know, I don't have, you know, this beautiful background like Joan in the forest and all this, quit doing that because it's just destructive. It really is. And I want you guys just to know that you're in the right place at the right time. You just need a little bit more activity. And that's what we're going to really focus on in February. The focus is activity.
Okay, Joe, I'm going to say as we start this call, I can't resist, but you guys, I called 7. I was just looking at my numbers. I made 7 personal customer phone calls. I had over $1,000 in sales. You are going to want to pick up the phone, stop this texting stuff, get on the phone. Even if you have to follow up with the texting, get on the phone and personally invite your guests, personally talk to them about retinol, personally do this, because you are going to have the cash in your pocket. So now we can get started. Are y'all excited? You got to get excited.
You guys,
who's excited?
Clinical Solutions is a game changer, but you have got to follow the directions. Okay, very important. Okay, so Andrea, you want to take it away from here?
Yes, I would love to. Okay, y'all, your words are powerful. And I still got to tell you, hold on. My son, something with my son. 1 second. Yes,
okay. All right, so what does words mean? You guys take a screenshot of this and start thinking about this every day. Start every day with this. Words have power. What you speak out loud has power. You know, I was told as a little girl, you know, you're ugly, you're fat, you look like a boy. Well, yeah, I had a pixie haircut and, you know, I look like a boy. And, you know, you're not as smart as your sister. You're not as good looking as, you know, other people. And I believe that. And I want to tell you guys something. For years and years and years, every family picture, all you saw was the top of my head because I never looked up. I had this much self-esteem, none. And it was because of my wonderful, phenomenal mother who recognized it in me when I was in 8th grade. She got me in contacts. She put me in acting lessons and singing lessons. I wasn't that good, but it gave me confidence, and she spoke power over me. And so I'm telling you right now, it makes a difference. You have to speak it over yourself. Win, overcome, realize your dreams, dream out loud, and see your vision. And when you're in those valleys, and you are going to be in those valleys in your business, you might be in a valley right now. That might be a time where God is really pruning your business. He's getting you to go a little bit deeper in what your skill sets are and what your belief is in your business. And it might just be a little time of testing, like, are you in this for real? Are you really committed? What are your words? What are your thoughts? What are your beliefs? Because if you're really committed, then step out and let me bless your work. You ready?
Yeah. All right. I am loving the spark jewelry. And for those who achieved it in the month of January, you are, of course, aware of how fabulous they are. This is the spark jewelry for February. And it is Spark a New Friendship. And that's really perfect for as we move into the month of love. So when you achieve the spark January, February, and March, you will, of course, be on target for our Consistency Club Challenge, which means at Career Conference, you get recognized. Well done, Marsha Stevens, Jamie Bulliard, Amy Paul, Debbie Grancer, Christina Miller, Christine McKnight Evangelista, Terry Skill, Andrea Zajac, and Joanna Shipe for doing it. Okay, where will you be? I mean, you guys, the month will fly by. It takes daily focus. Follow one course until successful. That's what focus means. And it doesn't take a whole day. I built my business and moved into directorship in small quantities of time, but I was intentional, focusing on one course until successful. So keep focused on your new faces, on your sharing, following up to close all of them. We are just thrilled to have our senior consultants on the page here. Jamie Billiard, Amy Paw, Patty Paleo, Kathy Crawford, Sarah Thompson, Kathy Nolan, Maureen O'Toole Coger, Jules Shipe, Diana Murphy, Consuelo Pineda, Kelly Joyner, Stacy Swallows, Dee O'Brien, and Christine McKnight Evangelista. Of course, shout outs to our star team builder, aka Red Jackets. These are the women who are making a difference in changing lives. We have Debbie Walder, Linda Voss, Marcia Stevens, Jackie Eisenman, and they will be achieving and recognized with a wonderful Red Jacket debut for all the new debutantes as well as the current ones on March 8th. We are going to recognize Sayonara Boucher for being our team leader. She is so close to getting that elite position money. What do we call it? The ETL, elite team leader, extra cash. So close.
Okay, here's our weekly reco. Get out your Spark form and write down your points. Y'all get it out, get it out, get it out. Whew, it was a fun January. It was a long January, 31 days, a lot happening in our business, in our country, all over. Now we are ready to get back to pink business. That's what February is all about. So let's record all of this. You get 10 points for being on live tonight. Now, let me tell you guys something. It would be so much easier if you give yourself the points as of January for tonight, okay? But that's up to you. You can go either way, January or February for being on tonight. On your January Spark form, you get 10 points for turning in your weekly accomplishment sheet by Sunday. Arlene did this, so consistent. Amy Paw, so consistent. Christine McKnight Evangelista, Jules Shipe, Stephanie Shipe, Joan Teal, Donna Pratt, Zulema Sauceda, and Alice Flowers. Guys, I know I'm preaching to the choir here, but we should have 100 names here. This is accountability to yourself. It's not accountability to your director. It's accountability to yourself and really knowing where is the money. Show me the money, okay? 10 points for every new face. This is a full circle appointment. It's not handing out a goodie bag. It's a full circle appointment. So basically, it's someone who tries a Mary Kay experience. They go through a slideshow or they go through a Zoom, and you have them try the products and they fall in love with it, and then you do some marketing. So that's how you get that. I'm so proud. Look at her face. Look at her face. I love her face. All right, 20 points. Christine McKnight. Oh my gosh. And Amy Paw also had a star week this past week. So proud of you. You get 20 points. She's like writing down her points. She's like, yeah, baby, I'm the queen. I'm the queen. Very good. Okay. All right. You get 50 points if you did the 3+3 in 1 week, any week in January. 3 new full circle faces, 3 sharing appointments with your director following up, or 3 guests on Thursday night superstar search, or $300 in sales on your weekly accomplishment sheet, or not, or all of these. Okay. So 3+3+3, 3 new full circle faces, 3 sharing appointments, and 300 in sales, and you get 50 points. You get 50 points if you have a new team member when they are great start qualified. So that's fun too. That means that they come in and within 4 months, they have a $600 wholesale order cumulatively. Now let's see who our January queens and sparklers are. Our queen for the month in sales from January 4th till yesterday, January 31st, is none other than Miss Zulema Sauceda. Our first runner up, and you guys, this was so stinking close. Oh my gosh, this is why you need to turn in your sheets. Okay, Sayonara was first runner-up. Second runner-up was Amy Paul, and our third runner-up was Christine Midnight Evangelista. And you guys did so.
Joe.
I want Sayonara and Amy and Christine. Y'all all give yourself 10 points because y'all were so close. And I have to just give a little shout out. My little baby girl Jules was next in line. But
okay, Joe.
Yeah.
Something happened and now we can't understand. It sounds like you're so baby talk. Your volume just went.
Oh, my volume went down. Okay, hold on. Did I unplug myself? I might have unplugged myself. Do I sound like a munchkin?
No, it just, you went really low and I wondered what I did, but I think everybody else is experiencing it too.
Okay, can you hear me now?
We can hear you. It's just really low.
Really low. Okay, you take over. Oh, you can't.
It's okay. I'll just turn up my volume. I just wondered if you knew.
No, I didn't know. I have to talk into my camera.
Yeah, I don't know what just happened.
Okay. Queen of Retail Sales for the month of January based on orders to Mary Kay. And this is just something new I put out there because Amy Paw kicked tail in January. She did over $1,800 retail in January. And I just wanted to give her a shout out because that was phenomenal. We're so proud of you, my sweetie. Okay, firecrackers, yay. Our firecrackers are directors because the speed of the leader, speed of the game. Okay, so Andrea and Linda Mead both had their firecracker order. Love that. Then our sparklers, these are all of our people who won their jewelry. Amy, Marcia, Jane, Sayonara, Christina, Debbie, Jamie, did I say Jamie twice? No. And Christine McKnight Evangelista. So proud of you guys. Give yourself 50 points there. And then our igniters, and this is anyone who does 300 to 599. Give yourself 50 points. Diane, Arlene, I can't even say all these names. Okay, you know if you did it, okay? Joan, you're there. I know you're on the call. So give yourself points for that. So excited that you guys are doing that. And then I want to give a shout out, let me spin y'all over here, to Christine. And Christine, you inspired me. So I had an extra hour, so I went through and did it as well. And it was super easy. And I didn't realize I knew that much. I'm like, that training that Andrea did, I actually listened and took notes. It's amazing what happens when you listen and take notes. Awesome. So earn your bling. Go to Mary Kay In Touch and go become a clinical solutions confident consultant. This is everybody who did at least a 225 to a 599. And remember, guys, you earn 20 points for this. So if you see your name here, give yourself 20 points. This is consistency. We are so proud of you guys. There's all kinds of chat. So Andrea, I hope you're monitoring the chat. And then Andrea, can you talk about Katie Schmidt real quick?
Well, I just really wanted to make sure we're recognizing all the Great Start qualifieds. We're going to start putting that in. And Katie is here in San Diego. She did it. She even had a last minute sale. She was trying to figure out how is she going to, reach her goal. And she had put out some information. And one of the gals said, I'm going to take you up on the clinical solutions. And she said, woohoo! I didn't have to put in my money. And I think that's what we want everybody to understand when they're brand new. We're building a business. It is about selling so that you're never putting in your money, you're making money. So really proud of her. And any new Great Start, we're going to make sure we recognize you.
Love it. Beautiful young lady. Okay. I don't think anybody moved up to the career path for the first time. So this is all pretty open. Remember, you get 20 points for every new guest on Monday Night Live. That's tonight, or Thursday Superstar Search Zoom meeting. So keep inviting everybody. What is this?
Wait a minute, go back. We need to add Winning Wednesday. Guests on Winning Wednesday, that's going to count. and you should be in communication with myself or Joe. But if you have a guest winning Wednesday this week, of course, we are adding that into your points. There was a chat, and we want to give a shout out because it looks like Sayonara has completed her Clinical Solutions Bling badge. And I haven't seen that report, but we will check into it, and yay for you.
Hey, congratulations. All right, now what is this, Andrea?
Let's sing it together. Come on, y'all. Let's get clinical. It's time to get clinical. I don't know the rest. All I know is let me hear your body talk, but I don't know how to do that with clinical. Okay, so let's move on because next week we got something fun and we want to announce it.
Yeah. Okay. So this is y'all's schedule, and really, please, please be proactive. I can't reach my weekly plan sheet, but I want to tell you, my weekly plan sheet's right on the corner of my desk. I literally have to schedule every hour for every day this week because my schedule's so packed, but that's being proactive and not reactive. Okay. So definitely complete your weekly accomplishment sheet. Make sure you're getting on Monday Night Live. Again, in February, the first 30 minutes is always going to be for the guests. I am so excited. We had said that next week was going to be Customer Appreciation Night with a Red Jacket debut, but Andrea and I were on a webinar today with the Sapphire Division, and we got off and we're like, we're changing it up. I hope it don't upset anybody here, but it's going to be a retinol release party. And we're going to actually give away one of these clinical solution sets. Okay. So start inviting your guests now. It's going to be same time, same channel. The first half hour, we're going to show you guys how to do a retinol whole slideshow. And then you will have access to that slideshow so you can use it yourself. But I'm so excited. This is your opportunity to get your customers educated on the retinol as well as yourself. Okay. And then you can see what the rest of the schedule looks like. We're going to keep doing some 10 and 10s. We're going to do different types of 10 and 10s. Today I did skincare sets. My desk is now a wreck because of it. We're going to start narrowing it down to just 10 specific products, do a little bit more information. And then of course we have our Winning Wednesdays marketing event. That's on our Facebook page. We have our Superstar Search. Guys, you say you want to build your business, you say you want to duplicate yourself and have a team. This is how you do it. You just invite people. You just invite them and say, I would love for you to join me for just a quick 30 minutes. Okay. And remember that we're always doing prize drawings. We're always having guests on. We're always having a lot of fun. So let's make it happen. Okay. So we decided, I told y'all there's a big announcement tonight. We love our Spark Forum, and we know you love our Spark Forum. And it's actually going to be due on the 3rd, which is on Wednesday, for your I Want a Prize and all that. But I just want to tell you guys, every once in a while, we like to throw something out there that's just kind of shakes things up a little bit. Okay. Like shake up your makeup. We're shaking up your challenges. So if you still want to do your Spark Form in February, we are still going to be honoring your Spark Form, but we decided we're going to throw in what's called February squares. Okay. This is like Hollywood squares, but it's all about you guys. So what you do is you do these activities, you fill it in, and you turn it into your director by March 3rd. Just take a screenshot and it's a done deal. You guys, this is not that hard. And this is just really to kind of help you guys who you might not feel like you're getting a strong enough win. It's just going to make you feel like, okay, I can do this in my business. So start working on it now. Okay. So we are doing this retinol release party, one set giveaway again, Friday, February 8th at 5, 6, 7, and 8. So that's to remind you about that as well. But are y'all excited about the February Squares Challenge? Yeah. Okay. Of course. Christine's already printed it out. Okay.
Hey, Joe, can you go back to the retinol release party? Okay. Joe and I were talking, and you didn't see your chat. Every single person who books a 5 and 5 or a 10 and 10 or any kind of sesh as a hostess goes into the giveaway for the clinical solution. So you can actually tell them ahead of time, let's get you on the date book, because then she'll definitely go in that drawing and it's going to be that night. They have to commit, get a date, and then we're going to do the drawing the next morning. So you can already be proactive. Thank you, Joe.
Oh, that was good. I'm glad you reminded me. And I didn't see the chat. Thank you. Okay, Winning Wednesday, you guys, this is such a no-brainer. You just, when you're on there, just say that you are part of my unit or Andrea's unit. We're both in this kind of together, and have your guests be on. It is powerful. We have met these women. We have eaten lunch with them. We have hung out with them. They are powerful. Then on Thursday, Claire Mason, amazing director. She is going to be doing the Thursday Superstar Search interview with Andrea. Don't miss it. And y'all remember, it's all on Shipe Power of Pink. Okay. The Superstar Search is on Shipe Power of Pink. And so what you do is you go ahead and add your guest to that Facebook page. And then they watch the interview, they make comments, and they're entered into prize drawings. Anything you want to add, Andrea, on that?
We really want to encourage you to personally reach out to your customer base. And when you're calling them for PCP, invite them. Say, you know what? Would you be a member of my Shipe Power of Pink? This is an area where even if you're not working, we're doing things to help benefit you. We're doing things to help you sell. We're doing things to help you build your team. And it really is going to make a big difference if you're personally reaching out, not just a blanket email, but saying, I would really love you to join my group. And it's my area group. I want to show you off to all of my sister consultants. And would you be willing to be on at 4 o'clock? Have them set it as a date. And then you know that you're able to text them, hey, are you on? Great. And you have that connection. It's about connections, you guys. It really is.
And I think another point that Andrea sort of touched on is we're doing all the work. Like, really, if you tap into the Monday night party and the Winning Wednesday with guests and the Superstar Search and throw in a couple of your own appointments, you can really build a team and do a lot in sales, just letting us do the work. Okay. Now we want you to do the work too, because we want you to have some skin in the game. But there's a lot we're putting out there for you guys. Take advantage of it. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. Don't try to go out and reinvent something on your own. Take advantage of what we're doing because it's working. Okay. All right, Andrea, you talk about this. This is such a beautiful flyer.
So excited about our customer appreciation night, and we are pushing it a little bit because we want to have the retinol release, which is of course another customer appreciation because we're giving away a $120 item. But I really want you guys to feel it, to taste it, to move yourself mentally into this position of leadership, and then the actions will follow. You won't be afraid of picking up the phone or asking the hard question of, can I count on you? Is there any reason why we couldn't get you started today? It's only $30 decision. And I did that in the drive-through at In-N-Out. So you're starting to move your communication, which means that you're elevating your expectation and people follow. We want to recognize and celebrate every new and current red jacket. It's going to be all about showcasing the reds and the perfume. We're going to give one away to the guests, but we're also going to be rewarding every single red jacket with this perfume. So set your sights. Being a red jacket isn't about how many 225s can I get. Being a red jacket is, how can I invite people to join my team who want cash, who want to have more choices in their future, who want to work, aren't afraid of working, and love people. If you love people, you would love to be rewarded and recognized for loving people. This is the team for you. Let's get you some cash in your pocket. Let's get some parties on your books.
You know what? Would it help you guys? Just put it in the chat. Would it help you guys if I posted tonight's slideshow on Shipe Family Superstar so you have all these flyers? They're all there anyway.
Joe, you don't have to do that. I'm putting the flyers in Superstar Facebook page and they can just download it from the Facebook page.
Okay. But I know some of y'all like to see the RECO and stuff like that.
Oh, well then never mind. Do it. It's easier. Go ahead.
But guys, I want to tell you, I am real picky about my fragrances, and this is my new favorite fragrance. I absolutely love it. So you want to smell like me, okay?
It has lilies of the valley.
Oh, I love it. Okay, here are February squares again. This is in addition to your Spark tracking form. This is going to be so fun, guys. Start doing it now. You know, want to encourage you guys, sell at least $1,200. If you'll do it by the 15th, be the first to get your necklace. Go ahead and have it done. Bam, drop the mic. And then spend the rest of the month inviting your customers to all of these events. And, you know, when someone says, I can't make it, or oh, that's not going to work for me, say, well, do I have your permission to invite you to the next one? Just do I have your permission to the next one? I would really love to show you off to my director. Okay. And then you don't feel awkward about asking them again and again and again, because these are powerful, powerful events. Star Consultant Program. You guys, did you know the quarter ends in 6 weeks? Yeah. We end in 6 weeks. So let's really be focusing on that. Let's focus on, what do you want to earn this year? What do you want to earn with the Princess Courts? What do you want to earn with the National Courts? You know, your past does not predict your future, even your today. It is merely a learning experience that you can use to correct, amend, and grow from as you progress in life. Okay, want to give you guys some Valentine's Day ideas. Well, first off, Super Bowl pool. This is super fun. We've got this all over our Facebook page. So if you're having a Super Bowl party or even doing it virtually, you can do this with your customers. And what you do is, for every $10 that they spend, they get to buy a square. That's literally like they get a square assigned to them. And then at the end of each quarter, you just draw for a $25 gift certificate. And you guys, when you give away a $25 gift certificate, they are going to spend a lot more than $25. Okay. So 14 days of love. You guys, please start calling all those people that you forgot to call at Christmas. You know, we've got a men's line. You can call your ladies. You can also contact all the men you know and sell gift certificates, or tell them that you already know their woman's favorite product and start selling gift certificates, any type of Valentine's Day surprise. Now, this is really fun. So this is something you could actually put on cardstock. I almost said cardstock, and you can hand it to people and say, oh my gosh, I'm giving away Valentine's Day makeovers, and I would love to bless you with this today. So great way to get out and meet new people. You guys, you know, you're always saying, I've run out of people. I've run out of people. Well, here you go. Okay. You can go out and meet new people. Do business with people who do business with you. Okay. And then I love this. You can purchase any glamour item for just a penny when you share your appointment with a friend. Isn't that cute? I love that. All right. Super cute.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah.
Can I go back here for a second? Because I want to give a little strategy that I learned from soon to be $1 Million director, Menina Givens. Go back to the star page, please. Okay, I know we're at 6 o'clock, but I just want to give you guys this, and I want you to write this down. I want you to put 300, 600, 600, 300. 3663, 300, 600, 600, 300. Put it on your page. This is a new strategy that's really taking, you know, here in the West, where it's a conversation that we're having all the time. And I want to make sure that you guys are in on it, because if you're somebody who really wants to be a star and you think it's just about the prizes, it's not about the prizes. Being a star means that you're building a really viable business. Being a star is the foundation of being an MK boss babe. We want each of you to be a star. How do you achieve star consistency? Can you go back to it?
I lost it.
Go down. You're going up. How do you achieve star consistency? It is strategy on your sales. So I want to give you 300, 600, 600, 300. What the heck does that mean? What that means is when the quarter ends, I'm going to talk about this quarter and then I'm going to wrap it up. This quarter started. The 300 is the month the quarter starts, which the quarter started 16 December through 31 December. Your goal is to order $300 in the last 2 weeks of the month that the quarter ends. Okay, so this quarter, have I lost you? Just write that down. 300 last 2 weeks, which was 16 December to 31 December. Woo! When you do that, you are personally on target for the foundational system that Mary Kay has to move you and your business forward. Then the first full month of the new quarter, which was 1 January to 31 January, you order 600, selling 1,200. Month number 2 in the new quarter is 600 again. So 1 February to 28 February, selling 1,200, ordering 300, ordering 600. Now we throw in there, order 300 by the 15th, because it really gets you in the game and gets your benchmarks where you're paying attention, you're focusing on what's going to take you to that next level. And then the final 300 is the last 2 weeks of the month of the quarter of the new month. So for this quarter, it will be 1 March to 15 March. You sell 600 and you place your 300. When you are doing that, you'll always hit your 600 for the month. You've just split up some orders, but you're in the 300, 600, 600, 300 mindset that we are hearing a lot here in Southern California from all of these record-breaking teams. And I wanted to give you that strategy for tonight. There's one final slide that I thought was really good with money. And Joanna and I were talking about not going in depth with too much numbers because I don't want to, I know you're tired, but I did want to give you this slide and we will share this, but I think this is really valuable. If you just have one customer on Clinical Solutions, in addition to their skincare, you guys, that's an annual $345 profit. So if you're looking at really being on the national court or taking your business to the next level, go all the way to the end where it says 25 Clinical Solution customers in a year. I can see myself ordering 3 of those in a year. If you have 25 ladies who purchase it and then stay on it with 3 in a year, this could add an extra $8,600 profit to your current skincare. Now, you guys, it's just opening up another conversation, because if they're wanting to buy that, they may not have a good skincare set, and now you have a new customer. So please, let's have fun tracking our Clinical Solution sets. I think all of us should have a goal of 30 skincare Clinical Solution sets this month. And this will just help really grow your cash and your residual income. Thank you.
Amy just put selling 5 sets is a $600 order.
Thank you.
You guys strategizing. I love it when y'all are strategizing, because you can't just run your business. Let's just throw the mud against the wall and see what sticks. There's got to be a strategy. And that's why I always talk about being proactive and tracking. Okay. Talking, how many people am I going to talk to? How many people am I going to call? How many people am I going to invite? And then using that tracking sheet with all those names and phone numbers. We've gone over so many different ways to do it. They're in the units on Andrea's page. They're in the files on the Superstars page. There's a great tracking sheet in the new consultant packet on joannashipe.com. Pick one you like and use it, and write their name, write their phone number. And every time you invite them to something, and every time they buy something, and every time they become a hostess, because I want to tell you guys something. My party that I have this next week that has 10 guests coming, I'm already talking to her like she's a consultant. I'm already saying, now remember, if you decide within 2 hours before your party, oh my gosh, I want this to be my launch party, I'd love to announce you as a new consultant. I'm just putting it out there. And then I sent her a little thing with the flyer, the 30, 130, the 45. And I said, just for your information. And then I said, hey, can you ask so-and-so this question, because I didn't get this answer. What am I doing? I'm working with her. I'm teaching her how to be a consultant and showing her it's fun to talk to people and ask them questions, and it's not intimidating. Okay. So kind of get yourself in that mindset. February, everybody goes, February's so short. Okay, no, it's not. Okay. It's a couple of days short on the calendar, but we're basically kicking it off today. And so you got 4 weeks, you can do this, but think about where you want to be on March 1st. You know, where do you want to be in your sales? Where do you want to be in your team building? You guys, how awesome would it be? I'm just going to plant a seed here. How awesome would it be? Everybody take a deep breath, blow it out. How awesome would it be if you earned or re-earned your red jacket by the end of this month? So you debut as a earned or re-earned my red jacket with 3 new team members in February. And we get to honor you on March 8th. Because even if, like, you know, some of y'all are already red jackets, or some of y'all are already, like Sinar is already a team leader, re-earn your red jacket. Re-earn it. Start inviting people right now to Winning Wednesday and Superstar Search on Thursday. And, you know, can I get 3 people together, Joanna, and you do a Zoom marketing share with them for 15 minutes? Absolutely. You guys use us. You are not using us enough. If I can't do it, Andrea will fill in. If Andrea can't do it, I'll jump in. Okay. I know y'all all want Andrea, but you know, I can kind of play this game too. And, you know, I'm challenging my directors, my offspring directors, to do this as well, to have 3 new team members this month, not just active. We want people to actually, you know, I realize they have 4 months to be qualified, but $30, y'all. They can start a business for $30. You know, if you're like, well, I'm telling people and they're not saying yes, maybe you're giving them too much information. Maybe you're being Scary K and not Mary Kay. It's like joining Sam's Club or Costco, but it's a third the price. We just got our annual bill to be a member of Costco. I'm like, I could buy a starter kit and an e-start with that. So think about it. Put it in perspective for them. Put it in perspective for them. Okay. So
pray more for your belief too, because when you start to really believe that it's going to happen to you, all of a sudden you start to have that energy go through your words. You're saying the same thing. You're having different results.
It's an attitude. Team building is an attitude. You are duplicating yourself. Imagine you have a $600 weekend. Susie has a $600 weekend. Jenny has a $600 weekend. Donna has a $600 weekend. You're duplicating yourself. Imagine what it would look like if everybody on this screen right now on March 1st was sporting a new red jacket. Can you see it? Can you see it? I'm going to have to borrow a red jacket. I got to get my red jacket too.
I'm going to have to get Christine's new hair.
And matching Christine's hair. Okay. All right. So let's, you know, think about it, pray about it. Whoever God brings into your mind, don't go, are you kidding me? Because you might get struck by lightning and then we have a funeral and that's no fun. And that's just, you know, that's just a pain. You're going to slow down our mojo if you do that. So don't be doing that. Okay. No. Maybe a little purple.
Oh, really?
Oh, she put on that dark wig. Freaked me out. All right. I love you guys. Don't forget, track your squares, track your art form, power of 10. You guys, power of 10 is powerful. And start inviting people right now to Wednesday night and Thursday night. And then follow up. Got it? Everybody give me a thumbs up. Are you glad you spent this hour and 15 minutes with us? Just say yes, make me feel better. All right. Love you guys.